we're back with part 2 of the red flags, what to look out for while searching for an assisted living facility or boarding care. And this is all for California because that's where we live. I'm Gerald's daughter, Patrice, and my mom, Marie. We're doing this because as a family, my mother and I, after what we experienced with my father and what happened to my father, we think that you need to know. We believe that there's more red flags than what you're hearing from professionals, websites, people just talking. We can't take back time, but what would you do differently?
Well, what I would do differently is to keep my husband home. The reason I had to put him in a facility is because of our second floor apartment with 2 flights of steps and an outdoor patio. So that wasn't a safe environment for him. So I had no alternative but to put him into a safe place. Well, being a safe place, you really have to look into these facilities because first of all, you have to find out what they're all about. Look at their backgrounds. Find out if they have any suits against them. Look at the care they're given. And besides that, don't go during the daytime, go at night. That's when things happen, at night. And if I had to do it over again, I would have kept him home.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yes.
At the end of the day, really. So, you know, what you just said is basically what I said in the other video. You hit it all. I would go at night. Don't listen to a word any facility, assisted living facility personnel has to say, or boarding care. They're in the business. They're gonna tell you whatever you wanna hear. Their place is the best. But if they're talking about, if you see someone who owns an assisted living facility, 6-bed, and so they're in business, right, to make money. They're not doing this they're not volunteers, right? Did anybody volunteer for Dad? No.
Not at all.
It was all paid for? Right.
All right.
So they're in business to make money, right? Why would anyone listen to someone or people who are in the industry, who own facilities, talk about the red flags to look out for in an assisted living facility?
Of course not. They wouldn't do that. They're going to.
No, there's people out there that do it.
No, well, they're going to promote their own facility, how wonderful it is, how heavenly it is. Oh, everything goes right there, but it doesn't. It certainly doesn't, and we know for a fact.
Yeah, we do. So if you are listening to someone who happens to own a facility and they're telling you, know the signs of elder abuse or the red flags while you're looking for an assisted living facility for your loved one, don't listen to that. Run. 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 That's what I would do. I would run very fast. I wouldn't listen to another word. Zero credibility for me because they're in business to make money. It's a business. I'm sure some people have a passion for it. Nurses have a passion for this and doctors and all that. But I'm talking about the business part of it. So you have to be really, really careful. A lot of professionals talk about when you go into a facility, the smell of urine. Yes, that's true if you smell it. But you know what? I don't know. I look at things really big now. Do you care about the smell of urine?
No, I don't care about the clean hair and the clean shirt and the clean socks. I don't care about that. That's all what it appears to be like, but it really isn't that way.
Yeah, so I mean, if something really smells, yeah, I'm gonna go, whoa. But, you know, it's so much bigger than that. Right now, what would you tell everyone, what would you tell them to do? They wanna put their loved one in an assisted living facility. What would you recommend them doing?
Well, first I would recommend them to think twice. Maybe you should keep them home. Maybe you should have a caretaker at home. And secondly, if you do put them in a facility, you have to really thoroughly search to see if that facility has any bad things against them, any suits against them, anything you heard about them hurting the people that were there, because that happens, and I know it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it does happen.
Only the patients there can't express what they see and what they feel.
So with assisted living facility, all I can tell you is what I know about them. And there's a lot of great ones. I just don't know where they are. Do you know where they are?
No, sometimes you find it, by word of mouth, and then you go look at it and research it, and
that's exactly what I was saying.
that's what happened.
I would never recommend one for anyone.
Not at all.
Ever. Isn't that terrible?
No, you try to keep them home as long as you can, as long as you possibly can. I remember the doctor telling me that. Try to keep them home as long as you can.
Yeah. I know.
That's all.
When you think of assisted living facility, just the name, what is it? For me, without looking it up or getting technical, for me, it means to assist you with your daily things you need.
Exactly.
Helping you to the bathroom.
Right.
Helping you do your hair, taking a shower, preparing your food, right? Assisted in living.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. Do you see it like that, Mom?
I see it too.
Okay. So then I want to know, like I keep saying the same thing, and I'll get to more red flag warnings. So I want to know why hospice has anything to do with assisted living facilities.
I have no idea. All I know is hospice is there for you to die. That's all. Hospice should only come in when you have made 24 hours or 48 hours to live. But they shouldn't be there as soon as you come out of a hospital. You're alert, you're awake, you know what's going on, and they put hospice in there, waiting for you to die before your death.
Why is hospice there?
Because hospice is a business, just like the facility is a business. They get together, and that's a...
Now, some hospice companies are very good. Why are hospice companies in all these assisted living facility boarding cares? Why are they there?
Yeah,
if it's assisted living, what's hospice doing there?
I don't know. I think they work together. For some reason, they work together. I don't know.
No, but isn't it weird that assisted living, you're there, like Dad?
Yeah, for assisted living.
And then the next thing you know, hospice, you're full bed rail, and you're
waiting for you to die, right?
How does that happen?
I have no idea.
I think this. If I had to do it all over again, Mom. Say if you couldn't move, you couldn't get that first floor, and you had to do that again.
Right.
Because there are people in similar situations. They'll be like, I can't keep them at home. We're on the third floor. And
right, exactly.
I would not, and I kid you not from my heart, I would not place my father, loved one, my neighbor, in an assisted living facility. I'm gonna say a 6-bed. I'm gonna go more for a 6-bed, only because the larger assisted living facilities, I don't believe it would be as noticeable, all the hospice patients, as if you're in a 6-bed. So in a 6-bed facility, I would not place my loved one in there if there's hospice patients.
I agree.
I just wouldn't. Because hospice patients, they're on hospice, right? They're not walking around.
Exactly.
Activities? You hear a lot of these professionals, see what activities they're doing. Ha! The other red flags for me would be a big turnover, and caretakers aren't there a long time. This is kind of a problem. You want to make sure the communication is really great with the caretakers and the owner or admin, whoever, of the assisted living facility. That's key. You want to make sure they're not overworked, they're not tired, they have plenty of help. What are the ratios? How many staff are there during the day and how many at night? That's what you want to know. See what they're doing. The other people, the residents that are living there, are they kind of, is this kind of this, one of these, this? What kind of look, is that an app? I don't know. Is that, listen, before, if I saw a resident do this, I would say, "Aww, he's sleeping, taking a nap." But now I wouldn't. So this normal, look like you're taking a nap kind of look, for me, is possibly the new face of elder abuse. And another red flag for me, and it's not necessarily a facility problem or creation, but I believe, based on knowing dementia patients more now, just as Gerald's daughter and being around my father and others who have dementia, I I really don't believe a small 6-bed is good. Right, Mom?
I don't believe so either. I believe they need room to move around, be free to go, not out, but within the facility, you know, have grounds.
And grounds,
right,
yeah.
Walk around and try to be social with the other patients, you know.
Yeah, it's the ones that are really, really done for memory care people, certainly. And I'm not a doctor or a nurse, but oh my God, I just know my dad, and I've seen others with dementia. They wander. They don't want you holding them back. Right. So there was this facility, kid you not, unbelievable. So every time an elder would go out one door, because they want to wander, they'd go into another door, like another courtyard.
Right, another courtyard.
And then they would sit there and there'd be something going on there. Remember how beautiful that was? And then they're there and they're looking at something, oh, and then they're like, okay, I want to go that way. And that opened into another.
And there wasn't one person in a wheelchair that was slouched over.
No.
Not one, ever. All the times we went, never.
No.
Never slouched over drooling. Never.
So I think that's important too. So it's a red flag, not because it's a facility fault. It's just, I wouldn't put my father or anyone I love that has dementia in
a confining
place.
Right.
Like some of these 6 beds are 1,400 square feet. I mean, that's tiny. You have 6 people, plus you have caretakers. That's a little, like, 1,400 square feet is very small.
Well, of course it is.
You know? So all they have is the dining table. I mean, you have to go in there and think this is their life, right?
The remainder of their life.
The remainder of their life. You know? Is it 1,400 square feet? With everybody sleeping?
Yeah.
How are you mixing assisted living with people who need help, daily living, and people dying in a 1,400 square foot house? How does that work?
Well, it works for them. My husband was diabetic, but the last place he was in, they had a beautiful dining room, and he loved ice cream. So sometimes he wouldn't eat the main entree, but he would love the ice cream, and I would say, geez, let him eat whatever he wants. And he ate all the ice cream, but he didn't eat it.
And it was so crazy. He wasn't on hospice.
No, he wasn't. He was never.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Wait. It's like kind of crazy when I think about it.
No.
So after all this stuff happened to my father, afterwards we finally found a facility that was, oh my gosh, amazing. But he wasn't on hospice.
No, he went in there.
Hospice was never pitched.
Never.
Before it was. So if they said Dad needed a hospice, why didn't they put him on hospice in the facility where he died?
Because he didn't need hospice.
Exactly. So I think that's the biggest red flag warning, would be a facility that has hospice. For me, that would be another red flag for me. I would not, and this is just my personal opinion, I would not put my loved one in a 6-bed facility who has hospice patients there. Wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I agree.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, how does it even make sense? If you think about it, you have people saying, okay, tour the facility, see what activities they have. Okay, I'll do that. So how does that look? How many hospice waivers do you have, sir, in your 6-bed? Oh, you have 5 hospice waivers? Oh, 5? How many residents do you have, sir? Oh, you have 4 residents and 5 oh. And you have activities for who? Assisted living, 6-bed assisted livings to assist you with your daily living, mixed in with people who are dying. Aren't they dying?
Of course.
I mean, hospice is there, right? Isn't hospice meant because they're dying, they're in the last days?
Last days.
Or last 5 years? What are they doing? What is it about? I asked that before. No one's said anything to me. That's just such a contradiction. Assisted living hospice. It doesn't even make sense to me. So, red flag, I wouldn't put my loved one in a facility that the majority of the residents are on hospice. Look for bed rails. When you go into an assisted living facility and you're touring the rooms, you kind of stick your head like that, look around. See how long the bed rails are on the residents' beds. Just curious. Take a look, because every assisted living and 6-bed facility will tell you, if you do see them, those aren't restraints, right? The doctor ordered them. Yeah, doctors can order them. Why? Well, the patient falls. Okay. So now we're in a 6-bed facility and all the beds have long bed rails. That's where your loved one's going to be sleeping, because if everyone else has long bed rails, because the doctor does have to agree to order the bed rail with good reason, you're next. You're not going to be the only one that doesn't have a bed rail that length of your bed because you fall or you wander. Well, you won't be wandering at night. Or see who's in their room during the day with those long bed rails. When you walk into an assisted living facility, look at their recliners, okay? Chairs. Sometimes you'll just see someone sitting up in a chair or their head down or whatever, just hanging out. But you'll see their legs up. That could be a restraint. Look at it closer. Sometimes they're very subtle, because if it is a restraint from what I've seen, they can't get up. They look very comfortable, but they can't get up, really. They really can't get up. So watch those recliner chairs, see how that other resident is sitting. Are they free and able to walk around and get up if they want to? How many people that are by their bed, there's no water. The patient can't talk because he's on hospice, can't walk, can't communicate his or her needs, and the water's 25 feet from them. How are they, and there's nobody around. And dehydration is huge with elders.
That's where they get those urinary tract infections.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
From me, my heart, Mom, you feel the same way. If it's an assisted living facility and there's hospice patients, I'm going to run. That's just me. I'm running fast. I'm getting out of there. How is it even cohesive? Assisted living facility hospice. What does that mean? It's like, they're two opposite things. Rambling on tonight, Mom. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned, because I have a lot more to say.
And there's a lot more to know.
Bye.
Bye.
Goes. Going in style. It's cold. I know, it's supposed to rain, I heard? You're kidding. Wow. Oh, I guess it's safe to go to Big Bear now.
Yeah. You'll get just a second here.
I'm videoing you. How you doing? You have to go to the potty? You have to go pee? Okay, hold on 1 second. We'll take you out and then we'll get you out. I know, I have your glasses. Got your rod. Can you sit, Dad? Oh, that feel good, Dad?
Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm videoing you guys. I like to video the brothers. Video. This has video and regular camera. You look good. And Esther, I'm visiting Dad, and he will not wake up. He's doing much better today. This morning he was alert. Let's see if I can talk about Daddy. Dad, come on, wake up, Daddy.